Greetings all. To begin this edition of Simply Ask Why, I want to share the main impetus behind this vlog, my fascination with one little word, why. You've probably heard of the classic journalist's checklist, who, what, when, where, and why. It's how reporters, and long before them, ancient Greek thinkers, made sense of the world. Over centuries, that formula became the go-to framework for understanding any new story. Now, the first four W's are the easy ones. They deal in cold, tangible facts. Who was involved? What happened? When did it occur? Where did it take place? And then there's the outlier of the bunch. Why? Why doesn't just describe what happened, it freezes time. Think of it as a mysterious photograph. It entices us to look rearward to those recent moments before the action took place. The lightning bolts, the causes, the prequel to every story. Think of the board game clue. Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the dining room. It nails the who, what, and where, but skips the why entirely. Motive nowhere to be found, probably because why is complicated and messy. It's harder to explain, especially to kids, and doesn't fit neatly on a little game card. To make sense of this tricky word, let's break down two main types of why questions. First, it is the physical why. When we ask why something in the natural world behaves a certain way. For example, why is Earth's day getting longer by about 1.8 milliseconds per century? Yes, scientists can actually measure that. The main answer: the moon's gravity creates tidal bulges that drag against the sea floor, slowly slowing our planet's spin. The other type of why is the human why, when we ask why sentient beings behave the way they do. This one's tougher. You can't empirically measure motivation in pounds or milliseconds. Understanding people's why means interpreting thoughts, emotions, and intentions, things hidden beneath the surface. That's why sits in the Venn diagram of psychology, philosophy, and spirituality rather than in a laboratory. The second kind of why covers everything from why someone cuts in line at the supermarket to why leaders make decisions that affect millions, culminating in why we seek connection with something greater than ourselves, our God. And it's this second type of why in the humankind that I want to explore in this vlog, because it's endlessly fascinating, deeply personal, and, let's be honest, a whole lot more fun to talk about. To explore a little more, it's funny how a single why can shed light on a puzzling situation, but unleash several whys in sequence, and suddenly you've got a full-blown excavation team digging for the truth. In my career at an aerospace manufacturer, I was chosen to participate in a sweeping quality improvement initiative for engineering and manufacturing processes. I was exposed to various analysis techniques, one being the 5 whys. It's just a coincidence that 5 whys rhymes with 5 guys. But the thought of that succulent, freshly made hamburger has gotten my taste buds. Oh, wait, nay. I sometimes forget that I have a feeding tube. Oh, well, back to the story and an example. Let's take a more relatable case. Picture this: Frontier Airlines, which in 2025 proudly takes last place in on-time departures. A fictitious 5 whys story could go something like this. Why are flights departing late? Because aircraft aren't ready for pushback at the scheduled departure time. Why aren't the aircraft ready for pushback? Because cleaning and catering finish up after boarding should already have started. Now, management could breathe fire and demand the crews move faster, though that's unlikely to improve morale, or hire more people, which might just ground the budget instead of the planes. But maybe the issue isn't laziness or lack of manpower. Maybe we've only hit a surface level why. Let's dig deeper. Why are cleaning and catering running behind? Because they can't start until passengers and baggage from the previous flight are fully unloaded, and that part's usually slow. You smell that? That's the scent of another why coming your way. Why is baggage unloading delayed? Because ground handling crews are juggling multiple aircraft and get pulled away mid turnaround to fix higher priority problems. Okay, we're almost there. One more shovelful of dirt. Why are crews over-allocated and constantly reassigned? Because the scheduling software optimizes for labor cost instead of turnaround time, assuming every flight runs in ideal conditions, because obviously the weather and maintenance gods always cooperate, right? Finally, found the root cause. Ah, I knew it. A computer program was the culprit. Darn computers, anyway. Wait a minute. How is it possible for me to program this vlog without computer assistance? Shh. Don't let on that I suspected the computer all along. I don't want the AI to generate an embarrassing image of me for the next vlog entry as retribution. I chose a physical type example here because delayed flights are something most of us can relate to, unfortunately too easily. But the lesson travels well. Whether you're solving an engineering issue, a conflict at work, trying to figure out what your friend was thinking when she got you that ugly gift, or pondering life's big mysteries, the five whys technique helps you peel back layers of what happened until you finally arrive at why it happened. You found the holy grail of truly understanding a problem, the root cause. I hope this little excursion into the aspects of why has caused you to gain an enhanced perspective when you look at this oddball term. And if you need to, why stop at one why? Next time, we'll start getting into real world situations where the answer could be found by fortune cookie, shaking the magic 8 ball, or remembering to simply ask why. Stay well, stay curious, and I will see you soon, my friends.